What's up, Capricorn? I'm about to get it started. Let's hang out for a second. After I light this stage, we're going to jump right into it and see what's going on with you. I literally just broke my nail before I started. So Capricorn, I hope you're not over there breaking down. I know it's all about the dollar. Being a boss in whatever job you do and role you play. But you may be having a break from something. You need a break. I think that's the overall point. You need a break. Or you need to catch that break. Capricorn, you feel like you ain't caught your break yet. But you know, Capricorn, sometimes you might have to change your approach. I know, Capricorn, you guys, you got a special way about you. Capricorns can be kind of hardcore sometimes, and Capricorn, you may find that you need to change your approach in communication. That may be what's presenting some of the roadblocks, stumbling blocks, or obstacles when it comes to your business or your success. So may need to change the way you are communicating. But I feel like there are some Capricorns who may be going into relationships or trying to find happiness with a fire sign. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. That could be the case. Okay, but let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Just give me a minute. The cards are shuffled. I shuffled them before coming on camera, so let's just see. I'm just shuffling them a few more times. See what's going on. Yeah, learning how to be more emotional. You got the Novice of Cups. Learning how to express and control your emotions a little bit more, which in turn controls the vibe that you give off to people, how you express yourself to people. Maybe Capricorn being a little bit more gentle and being a little bit more calm in your approach and level-headed in your approach might help. I talked about there being communication. This is the card I was seeing when shuffling, and it just came out again. So that's the Initiate of Swords. That's mastering your communication. That's having balanced communication when it comes to dealing with other people or dealing with situations. And these situations may be occurring in your personal life or just things that you're holding inside that you haven't expressed. Or you may be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces who has very strong water or moon energy, and you may not be sure how to relate to this person. But I also feel like, Capricorn, you could use, of course, when I have the moon card here, you'll hear people say it's Pisces and Scorpio, but nobody can tell me the moon is in Cancer. So the Chariot and the moon, they're Cancer because the moon rules Cancer. So I always look at this as Cancer. And again, you got the Novice of Cups. So, which is more like the Page of Cups. So you could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but I feel as though you need to blend the energies of your sign, which could be a more practical, logical sign, with your opposite sign, Cancer, who is ruled by the moon, and pull some emotion in there or express how you're really feeling about something. Don't keep it surface and don't keep it negative, because I think if you can find the right way to communicate what you're feeling, you will be surprised the outcome you have. And it's so funny because the Initiate of Swords and the Six of Swords had kind of shown themselves when I was shuffling, and then here comes the Six of Swords again. Like I said, moving towards calmer communication, moving to a calmer situation, being able to resolve how you feel about something, and therefore being able to be more settled in your mind about the situation. But I feel like it definitely is going to need balanced and level-headed conversation. because you may have gotten into a fuss or fight with somebody, or you may not be liking your particular situation at a job or in a relationship. And you got to be strong. You got to hold on, because like I said, Capricorn is about their business. They're about their money. They're about their dough. And you guys are very enterprising when it comes to that. But there's been a lot of fights and arguments in the past, and Capricorn, you're trying to be strong and get over a situation, and you don't not quite know how to communicate it or to deal with it, or whatever the case. So, and or you might be also dealing with the Leo. But what's funny is Leo has been coming out, I think, in almost every reading I've done, no matter what deck I use, because I've only used this deck for like the last 3 readings, but I was using the Rider-Waite deck, and the Leo card has come out in almost every reading I've done for August, in the month of August. And it is Leo's month. So there may be a need for you to put your talents on shine, to work extra hard to meet your goals, and it may be involving or needing a resolution with some people that you've been kind of getting into it with, and moving towards expressing those emotions, or not letting those emotions hold you back and cause you to get into things with other people. Because I just see it's a situation where if you really be in tune and in touch with your feelings, you can discuss it with somebody, and you can move away and be in a more stable place, a stronger place, where you've kind of conquered those things, even if that's on the job front as well. So then we have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. So it's trying to get to a new cycle, a new place in your life, Capricorn. And with me being your opposite sign, Cancer, I can really identify with this. So holding on to your coins, holding your money, trying to make money, doing the best with the money, maybe dealing with a bank. Maybe you're in some kind of banking or finance sort of thing. And with this moving, maybe even real estate or something like that. I have a Capricorn cousin who's into real estate. So, but something to do with your money, making your money, and even kind of hoarding your money, or saving your money, or putting your money up for a rainy day. Or maybe you feel like when you go to your bank account on payday, it's not what you deserve. It's just not enough. And it's got you kind of holding on to your coins. So I do see a lot about saving your money for something in particular. Saving your money for something in particular to get you to a more stable place. You may even be wanting to move. Because Capricorn, maybe you're trying to get out of a situation where you were repressed, or you weren't in a good emotional place due to some things that have been going on with people in your life, either some arguments or some fights, and you're trying to move away from that and get yourself back into a more stable place. But I think this is very much so about stability. May even be something going on with food. I don't know. Maybe even something going on with food. Maybe you're overspending in the market, or you're dieting or something like that. But I definitely feel like you're trying to put your money in the bank and trying to save and really trying to do something when it comes to your finances. But if there's a habit, there's something you need to break. And this represents Capricorn. So this just kind of solidifies when I say this is a lot about money, work, stability, the role you play, being a boss versus being a worker, or whatever the case. Something when it has to come with that, when it comes to keeping your authority, checking your emotions, balancing your emotions so that you can stay in authority and on top of your situations. Maybe you finding that you got to pay a lot of money, and I don't really see a whole lot about love in this spread. But I think maybe you're figuring out, because I see this is really a lot of you doing everything on your own. You doing everything on your own. And there could have been something going on in July that caused you to have to either move away from a group of people, or there was some communication to where you had to leave a particular company or relationship, and now you're trying to rebuild and be stable on your own. And you're just finding that it's not always easy, but it may help to write down your bills or write out your plan. If there's a certain way that you want to see your future go, you may even be communicating or discussing communications that happen with your loved one or your job or something through a letter or some kind of writing. Maybe it's job applications or something like that, Capricorn, that you're steadily filling out. But I think the best thing to do is to be wise with your finances until you break past this certain point that you're at right now, which could be a difficult point because you're finding that you really do have to do things on your own. All you can depend on is just like, it's just me, myself, and I. I feel like that's what Capricorn is really going through right about now. And it's just about having the strength to persevere through that current situation. Let your emotions help you so that you can communicate. I think it really is going to take a bit of soul searching, Capricorn, and just checking the way you communicate with people, attitude towards people, like that kind of thing. Okay. But I think it all can be worked out. I think there is like I said, there's a hurdle to get over that's going to require you to be strong and to kind of stand up and take charge and take initiative in a situation. Maybe kind of be the center or the focal point. But I feel like out of that is going to come more stability, and then you'll be able to see some of the issues or the things by doing some self-examination, just looking at yourself, saying, I got to be strong. I got to deal with these things on my own. I got to figure out my next move and what I'm going to make happen so that I can have plenty. You know what I mean? Although you do save up and you do sort of plan for a rainy day, Capricorn. You do that. And we have a reconciliation. So again, like I'm talking about fixing something, making up for something after having that communication. And this that you're fixing could be with somebody that you've known for quite a long time. They've been around before, or you feel like you've known them for a time. And it says express your love, use your love, show your emotions. And I know that's saying a really hard thing for Capricorn, to show your emotions, because that is not what you always do. But you know what you got to do is make the effort. These are all cards that just dropped out or popped out of the deck. And I just talked about making the effort, taking the initiative, being the one in control. You may have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and the cousin Capricorn I'm talking about, that prompted me to say that because she does have a boy and a girl, and they're on the card. So just make the effort. And this could even be working out something with your kids, or maybe somebody that you have children with, a child's father, maybe somebody is coming back from a long time ago, expressing secrets and information that they did not tell you before. And it causes you to have to kind of walk away, take some time to yourself, reevaluate who you're giving to and who's there for you and giving to you, Capricorn, and then force you to really look at some habits and some trends and behavior that you want to break. And that may definitely be the case there. So I'm just going to do these last. I'm trying to keep these readings to around 10 minutes. If you like the reading, please comment. Let me know if you heard anything that applies to you. Let me know if it was totally fucking off. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know something by commenting and liking the video. And if you're in the mood, you know, if you're feeling frisky, share it, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Or you can email me if you want to talk further. You can email me at tarothelpnow@gmail.com. So I'm just going to do a couple of advice cards just to give some further guidance for the rest of August. And we'll be back later in August to talk about September and see where things are going. And Capricorn, you may have definitely been dealing with some type of fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe that's not their sun, but it could be their rising moon, Venus, or anywhere else. They have heavy fire energy or Leo energy, even Aries, Sag. Even though those cards didn't come out, I see wood, I see trees, I see a fire, I see forest. There's almost a tree and some forest in every card. And Capricorn, you may need to get away and get grounded and take some time away. Maybe you're going to the bank or to a credit card or somebody to give you some money so that you can get away and just take a trip to sort of hibernate, to relax, to feed yourself, to nurture yourself. Maybe it's somewhere where it's cold right now and you want to be warm. And if you're not cold in a cold climate, you may just be feeling cold. More than normal, unusually cold. Let me make that distinction. And it's taking too long for something to fall out, so I'm just going to do this. And it's funny because I see that I just pulled out the High Priestess. And we do have the Moon card, which goes right with the High Priestess. The Moon is actually on the High Priestess card. So definitely something to do with secrets or taking a higher road or a higher path and being the bigger person, Capricorn, even if you don't think it's fair or you feel like something that was done to you wasn't fair or you feel like somebody was not fair to you. That's how you may feel. And again, the High Priestess is I always term it as Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces card again. I mean, if you want to call it Pisces, you can, but so that's another water sign. So you definitely may be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, if not Sun, Rising, Venus, Moon. Okay. And then you got the Six of Autumn, which talks about funds, again, being fair, being equal, being balanced. This says the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying debt. And I literally just talked about borrowing money because there's something you want to do, and so you may be waiting for an answer on that or to finalize some plans on that, but borrowing money and spending it wisely and things of that nature. And also it said, what did it say? The good you do comes back to you. So that's what I talked about, dealing with people in a more positive way, looking at you and your behavior and the habits that you have and that you keep so that you can have better and more effective relationships and really tapping into your emotions, Capricorn. And we got the Ace of Summer, which is the Ace of Cups. Again, water sign, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, using those emotions, tapping into those emotions, having something good that's coming, a good opportunity, a good vacation, maybe around some water or something like that. And it says, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities and spiritual epiphanies. And to tap into your psychic abilities and spiritual epiphanies, a lot of times you do have to dig deep into your soul and dig into your emotion. And I talked about repairing and healing relationships and opportunities to do those things. But open your heart to love, talk with love, talk in a kind way. I don't feel like approaching the situation negatively or being criticizing or anything like that is going to help. And then you got the Two of Summer. These cups, these two cards, Two of Cups and just the twos all together, Two of Pentacles, especially Two of Swords and Two of Cups have been coming out in a lot of the readings too. And again, this talks about getting, like I said, you're going to work it out. You're going to get on the same page. You'll have the meeting of two minds. But just remember, there are two different perspectives involved in this situation. You got the Ace and the Two. There's how you feel, and then there's how the other person feels. So things aren't always one-sided. And that's why I was saying open up your mind to approach a situation with love and with emotion, because you'll find it's just not only the way you think about things, there's the way that other people think about things too. And the Two of Summer says, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. And I think I said that way before we even got to these cards, that whatever is going on, you can work it out and you can heal it. It's just going to take to be strong and to hold back some of how you normally handle situations. Maybe to hold back some aggression or negative attitudes and really just approach things from a different way. In Capricorn, that's whether that's in your friendships, your work partnerships, your relationships, your business dealings, whatever it is. I think that's what you're going to need to do. Find a way to work with people amicably and find a way to work with different people and adapt to different people's styles so that people have a warmer outlook of you, a more friendly outlook of you, and actually want to do business with you, want to spend time around you, want to hang out and things of that nature. Okay, we've all got to come outside of ourselves a little bit. I know it's so hard because we are all used to who we are and the things that we do, but sometimes when the time calls for it, we have to change our behavior and change our approach to situations. Okay, so that's what's up, Capricorn. Again, hit me up. My email's in the description. The name of the song that I was playing will be in the description, and I will holler at you later in August. Madam X, Frequency Real Radio, and I'm out of here.